Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make caldo de puerco, and that's just a pork vegetable soup. I'm going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need. And friends, this is a perfect recipe to make when you have a lot of family coming over or just a few people, because it's really affordable to make, and the veggies are going to be good for you. And the best part is that you're going to put everybody to sleep because they're going to need a nap after they leave your house. But even if your family's not coming over, this is a really simple recipe to make, and I hope you guys enjoy it. For this recipe, you'll need 4 pounds of pork. You can use pork butt, you can use anything that has a bone, really is gonna work for this recipe. So I'm gonna be adding a few pieces that have the bone in and a few pieces that I was able to chop myself. Now, if your family doesn't like fat, make sure to select the pieces that work best for your family. You'll also need about 1 pound of green beans, and what I like to do, I like to use cooking twine and tie them up because they're a lot easier to find towards the end. You're gonna need 1 to 2 chayotes. It's really gonna be up to you, and if it's smiling at you, then even better. 1 whole garlic, 1 Anaheim pepper, and 1 onion. Half of a cabbage, 2 to 3 Mexican squash, and if you don't have Mexican squash, you can use zucchini. You'll need 4 to 6 carrots. If your carrots are a lot smaller, go ahead and go with 6, but if they're pretty thick and they're gonna get the job done to go into your belly comfortably, then go ahead and use 4. You're gonna need 6 to 8 potatoes. Today I'm using red potatoes. I have a mixture of the large ones and the small ones. Remember to always make it comfortable for your home. You'll need some corn. Now with corn, you wanna add enough corn to feed your family. If you have 10 people eating, add 10 pieces of corn. If you have 6 people, or if you have a corn lover, go ahead and add more. And the same goes for potatoes, friends, because potatoes and corn sell quickly with this type of soup. 2 to 3 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, and we are gonna need about 10 to 12 cups of hot water, and I'll leave it in the description the exact amount of water that I used for this recipe. Before we get started with our recipe, you wanna season your pork with salt. We wanna coat this. Very, very nice. And leave it to me to use a small little bowl.
We know how you roll.
Yes, friends.
We love you.
You guys have been bringing it up to my attention about the measurements. Remember, go back to my earlier videos. This woman started without not even knowing how to use measurements. I just do, and I have toned it down, and I really do practice these recipes and take my time so that I can make it a lot easier for you at home. Remember, these are starter recipes, and you're more than welcome to adjust them the way that you need them. Don't forget to tag me because I love seeing the way you transform them in your home. Place your pot on a medium heat and drizzle a little bit of oil. Allow your oil to warm up for 2 minutes. Once your oil is nice and warm, you're gonna go ahead and start adding your pork pieces. We're gonna be searing our pork pieces 5 to 6 minutes on each side. Once you've seared the pork, go ahead and add your water. I used a total of 12 cups of water, and now you wanna add your salt. The total amount of salt that I've used at this moment is 2 tablespoons, and I'll let you guys know when to check for salt and when you should add a little bit more. Add your whole garlic and your whole onion.
Why are you doing that? Just kidding.
And your Mexican oregano. If you don't have Mexican oregano, skip the different kind of oregano. You want this one because it has more of a citrusy taste to it. It really does taste different, friends. And next, we're gonna place the lid over our pot, and we're gonna continue to cook for 25 to 30 minutes on a medium heat. After about 20-25 minutes, what you wanna do is you wanna taste your broth. If you feel that you need a little bit more salt, this would be the time when you add that extra amount. And for us, I am gonna be using a total of 3 tablespoons of salt. And friends, don't be shy about it. If you need a little bit more than what I suggested, go for it. Make it comfortable for your home. This is how I cut my potatoes. I just sliced them right in half like this, and the whole ones, I'm gonna keep them whole because they're really tiny and they'll cook quickly. And we're just gonna place them right in our pot. Add your corn. And if you can see here, our chayote, I just sliced it in half into 4ths, and we are gonna place it into our pot. God has jokes. Tell them what you said.
But I was gonna take bets to see if it was gonna overflow.
I don't know, we're gonna have to find out, friends. And next you wanna add your carrots. I sliced our Anaheim pepper in half and into 4ths. And this is just to give it a lot of flavor. Make some room. Boom, boom, boom. I cut our Mexican squash into rounds and we're just gonna place them over the top. Friends, I did have to switch into a bigger pot only to fit all of our veggies. Add your cabbage. Your green beans. And we're gonna continue to cook for another 15 to 20 minutes on a medium heat. And boom, done amigos, our soup is ready to serve. You can add a little bit of your Mexican rice in your caldo. I'm gonna squeeze a little lime. I'm gonna use the same lime to place it over my tortilla over here. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt. And your choice of spice, I like Chiltepines. And Chiltepines are known as red gold in Sonora, Mexico. Que rico. I'm gonna need somebody very special to say So good.
Buen provecho.
Thank you, thank you. This is gonna be really hot, I'm pushing it. You guys know eating caldo the way I'm standing here doesn't happen. So I'm gonna take a few bites here with you guys. Because I need one hand to dip my tortilla in here and the other one to have it full of food to eat. Right. This pork is juicy and tender. The potatoes are perfect.
Do you feel that this is a cost-effective recipe?
Yes.
For big families, little families?
Yes, because if you're looking at about where I'm at, pork, about 4 to 5 pounds of pork, you're gonna pay $10 to $11, opposed to, excuse me.
Hi.
Opposed to beef that ends up being a little bit pricier, especially if you're having a lot of family over, and I know that you guys like to celebrate and there's hangovers, so if you can't afford the beef or it's more cost effective depending on how much family you have, definitely try the pork. It tastes really good.
It yields a lot.
Yeah, right? You guys saw me. I had to switch the pot, but you know how we say it, no pierde pisada. Like it's just equally as good, and I hope you guys enjoy my take on this sopita.
And that means you're not gonna miss a step. Is that right?
I need to take my seat at my table so that I can finish eating this soup. It's been a pleasure cooking for you today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for something super delicious. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. We want to thank all of you for joining us for today's recipe, and stay tuned later this week because I'm already in full Steph holiday mode. So I hope you guys like the recipes that we'll be sharing with you for this holiday season. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!